From the desk of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry regarding your ordinary wizarding level examination. Dear student, we are pleased to inform you that your OWL exam schedule has now been approved. The exam session will commence on the 1st of April, and your last exam date is the 30th of the same month. Please find recommended revision topics provided by your professors, included in this envelope. We highly recommend paying extra attention to your notes on these topics. Your individual timetable will be given to you in person during your next Careers Advise meeting with your head of house. We would also like to remind the students that selling performance-improving potions, amulets, or charms will be punishable by expulsion. And for those considering buying these, please remember the case of Dirk Fides, who has drank one of the potions and was left mute for the next 3 months. We teachers like to believe that our lessons, combined with your hard work and revision, will be more than sufficient for you to succeed. Group revision sessions will be hosted frequently. Please keep an eye on your announcement boards in your dormitories for further details. Best of luck, Professor Minerva McGonagall. Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Savvy, and today we are here with the O.W.L.s Magical Read-a-Thon TBR that I have planned about 5 minutes ago. So, O.W.L.s Magical Read-a-Thon is probably like my favorite read-a-thon of the entire year because it's all based around Harry Potter, and that is like my favorite thing ever. You can't see it, but my Harry Potter shelf is over there. It's like my middle grade fantasy shelf, but it's like half Harry Potter. But honestly, there are very few people in the bookish community who don't love some aspect of Harry Potter, if not the like actual writing and story of it. They usually appreciate the lore behind it or the fandom, or there's something in Harry Potter that everyone loves. So it's a really inviting community and just like very welcoming read-a-thon. G, who plans it, Book Rose, is absolutely lovely. I love watching her videos. She's got such like a wonderful aesthetic. I strive to be G. I think a lot of us do. The fact that she takes so much time and puts so much time and passion into it is just really like heartwarming and so nice for her to like do that for the bookish community, and just so much thanks to G. Right now I'm flipping to the page with my magical career that I'm going for. So every year for the magical read-a-thon I have like a bit of a character in mind. I'm sorry if you're shaking. You are on like the worst setup ever. You're on my phone being held up by a tissue box on a laptop desk that is resting on a plastic crate from Target. So I'm going to go for the wand maker career, and it is going to be a joint broom making career. So I'm going to try and open up my own little wand making and broom making store. It'll be a very cute mom and pop kind of store, and I'm like, I think it's so adorable in my head. So you're not supposed to go for 2 careers, but I'm a little overly ambitious. So without further ado, let's start off with the owls. So let me show you the wand maker page really quick. It is so cute. I accidentally printed off. I had to print off 2 copies because this wasn't printing correctly. So I have an extra copy, and I think I'm going to cut out some of the little ads and such and the graphics to just use in my bullet journal in the future because they're so pretty. So it sucks that I had to waste paper, but hopefully I'll put it to good use. So let's start off with the wand maker career. The first thing what attracted me to it is that it's very like crafty, and there's only like 2 bigger wand makers in Hogwarts that we know of, Ollivanders and Gregorovitch, but there has to be more around somewhere, so I figured why not throw my hat into the ring. So let's get right into the books. Ooh, Ollivanders is taking an apprentice next year. Ollivanders is taking an apprentice next year, so maybe I can apprentice at Ollivanders before I open up my own store. Alright, so let's get into the books. So for the owls, you need 1 in Ancient Ruins, 1 in Arithmancy, 1 in Care of Magical Creatures, because you don't want to blow up your magical creatures, and also a lot of them use animal bits and pieces. That sounds disgusting. And then you also need charms and herbology. So I have, oh, right here I have the prompt list. It's so pretty. So the first prompt is Ancient Ruins, and for that the prompt is Heart Rune. Heart on the cover or in the title. And for that I have Aces Shades by Amanda Foody. It's hard to see, but there's hearts right there. Trying to see. There's also hearts in the covers over there. I believe so. Let me read the prompt on the back. So, welcome to the city of sin, where casino families reign, gangs infest the streets, and secrets hide in every shadow. I don't know much about this book. I know Emma from Emma Books absolutely adores it, and so I think that's what drew me to this in the first place. It's a very dark and gritty fantasy, I think. Very kind of, I think it'll feed the emo inside of me. So that's what I'm looking for when I read this. I think it'll be nice, fast-paced, not too serious or something to get into, but I've been meaning to read this for a while, so hopefully it's enjoyable. Alright, and then the next one is arithmancy. I have 3 prompts for arithmancy, and I absolutely suck in math. So the prompt for this is the magical qualities of number 2, balance/opposites. Read something outside your favorite genre. So my favorite genre is fantasy, if you couldn't tell, but I enjoy a lot of genres outside of fantasy, but for this I wanted to get into something that I don't usually read, and so alright, so for this one I have a nonfiction book called Debussy by Stephen Walsh. It is a biography on Debussy. I've had this out from the library for literally forever, because at my school's library, I actually work there. If you check out a book that still has the dust jacket on, they take it off when you return it, so it just leaves this. That's the policy for new books, and it goes into the regular shelves. And since I was the first one to check it out, I didn't want to return it and have them take off the beautiful dust jacket without me actually reading it. So that's why I haven't returned it yet. I'm hoping it's a good read and has a lot of... It's captivating. I'm going to try and find the audiobook for this too, because I read nonfiction very well in audiobook form. Nonfiction text is a little harder for me, so I'm hoping I can get through this one. If not, I have plenty other genres I don't usually read that I'll probably supplement it with. I'll pick a mood read or something, but I really want to get through this. Alright, and then the next prompt I need is care of magical creatures. Like I said, you need to take care of your magical creatures when you're making your wands. So for this one, it is hippogriffs, or a creature with a beak on the cover. I tried to go for dragons, but the dragons on the covers don't have beaks. You know how some dragons have like a small beak on the front? Depends on who's creating the dragon. But instead, I chose another book that people have been begging me to read in my life, and that is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. It has the beautiful sprayed black edges that feed my emo soul. I want to get this read before the Netflix show comes out, whenever that might be. It might already be out, but I'm very excited for the show. It looks very good, and I hope the book is just as good. I heard the second book is not everyone's favorite, but it's still decent, so it's a chonker though. It is thick. Oh my gosh, the pages are so thick. Okay, it's not that. It's about 450 pages, so hopefully I can get this read. Hopefully. I am very ambitious right now. Alright, so Aftercare of Magical Creatures, it is Charms. So Lumos Maxima, which is a book with a white cover. So that was very easy. My friend told me to read this book back in middle school, and I'm a freshman in college now, so I should probably read it by now. So that's H2O by Virginia Bergen. I don't like dystopian. Oh, is there a sequel? There's a sequel. Only 0.27% of the population has survived. All drinking water has been poisoned. The rain is poison and acid and will kill you, I think. So I'm thinking like it's Mad Max-ish. I hope so. I heard there's also a romance in here that's like to die for. So I have high expectations for this, Kenzie. You better not have let me down over so many years. Alright, and then the next book I am reading, next prompt, is Herbology. which is Mimbulus Mimbletonia, title that starts with an M, and that is Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I was craving a like mystery before I got into my slump, like just a whodunit kind of mystery. So I'm excited for this. I loved And Then There Were None. I flew through it. It was so good. It was supposed to be our play for senior year. That didn't work out. But I absolutely loved her writing style. I am an Agatha Christie stan now. And I'm really looking forward to reading this, as I am all the books I say. Alright, and that is it for the wand maker career. Now, if I finish that, it is time to work on the broom maker side of my little shop. So this is what the page looks like. It's really cute. So for arithmancy, the one I pulled for this one is another nonfiction. It is Fiercely Happy by Jenny Lawson. For speech team, everyone used Jenny Lawson's books for their prose, so I know a lot about her books. I picked this up at Goodwill, and I figured why not give a memoir a shot for a nonfiction book, because I usually don't read those. Alright, and the next one is another Charm, so Lumos Maxima, which is a white cover. So for this one, I kind of pulled two, because this one also counts for a beak on the cover, but I didn't want to double up. But that's The Raven Boys by Maggie Seawater. It does have a whitish cover. So everyone knows about this book. It is a BookTube favorite. I tried getting into it earlier, but I just couldn't get into it. But I figured it's a pretty short, never mind. I was going to say it's a short read, but it has the thin, deceiving Bible pages. So it's got about 400 pages, but it looks like a fast read. So it's either this or The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Everyone knows this one too. I just kind of picked it up. The cover's white. I have a lot of white covers, so these ones might easily be mood reads. If I'm not feeling something like this, I'll go over to a different shelf, pick it up. But yeah, that's basically it for that. If you couldn't tell, it's late. I've been working on homework all day. One paper all day. So I'm just like completely out of it, essentially. That's where we're at today. Alright, and then the next one is another herbology, so Mimbulus Mimbletonia, and for that one I picked My Plain Jane. It's so hard to find books that have an M. Hopefully I can get, this one's thick, but it's about 400 pages again. So I read My Lady Jane. I read My Lady Jane couple years ago, but I really enjoyed it. And this one is about Jane Eyre. I absolutely hated Jane Eyre. Like, Jane Eyre, the book sucked. So I'm hopefully this one's better. It's got a magical realism kind of element. I really hope it's better than Jane Eyre, because if it's anything like Jane Eyre, I'm going to throw this book out. Not actually, I'd give it away. But I just absolutely hated Jane Eyre, so I'm really hoping that one, like, fixes it. I've heard interesting things about it, but I hope it's better. Okay, I just hope it's better. And then the last book I need for the broom maker is the Muggle Studies. So, let me move my water. This stack of books is all the contemporary library books I have out. The reason I read so many books in February is because half of them were contemporaries, because I just read contemporaries faster. So, and I'm also like more intrigued by getting them out. So, I'm going to pick whatever I want off of this pile, and that's going to be my Muggle Studies. For the arithmancy one, I need one more book outside my comfort zone. I have a couple lined up on audiobook, like I said. So I'll probably just like supplement something that's like not my favorite genre. Or I'll just pick up a mood read and that is for the Magical Shop Management. I felt like that would be a very good certificate if I want to own my own broom/wand shop. And that is it for my wizarding careers and my O.W.L.s TBR. We made it through that through record time, I think. I didn't really explain the books I had because I don't know anything about them. Hopefully. I kind of like to stay clear of knowing too much about the book, otherwise I'm like, well, enough people have told me about the book that I already read it. Alright, I'm tired. I'm gonna take my makeup off. I hope you all have a very, very magical beginning to your Owls season. I know there's going to be so many reading sprints on the Owls Twitter. I will link everything down in the description. All the important documents and such, and my own personal social media and all that. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you like it. Welcome to the channel. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I very much appreciate it, and I hope you all have a very, very magical time. See you later, guys. Bye.